Hey there, I'm Connie Foote with Foote Title Group. How are you guys doing today? I'm a little off in my coffee with Connie this week, and I so apologize. There's so many things for the Christmas season that are going on that I'm trying to get coordinated, and it's throwing my schedule off a little bit. I know normally I'm on with you on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I missed yesterday, and I'm so sorry. I have to let you know, I said yesterday that some really wonderful things were coming into our life that popped up, and some of you who may know me personally, follow me a little bit. We have a special guest in our home right now, and he had some exciting things happening that I needed to help with. So thanks so much for your patience and understanding. And I know I said I was going to be on today, and I'm a little bit late today, and I so apologize about that. Hey there, good morning, girl. How are you today? So I'm a little behind because I'm trying to play Santa today. Most of you who do know me know that one of the most important things in my professional world is our team. And today is the day that I'm letting our team know how much we appreciate them for Christmas. And so I'm running the roads a lot. Hence, that's why I'm in the car today. So I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about what's going on, because sometimes it helps you understand why things get a little out of sync as they seem to be this morning, and yesterday morning. But what I did want to touch base with you for a second on today is, let me pop back and say, if you're watching us live, check in and say hey. I get to see who sometimes is on, but I don't always get to see, and it does help me understand how we're going to tailor the messages going forward, and so I can make sure I get information to you that you need, because I do realize how valuable information is. And that's the main reason that I like to do Coffee with Connie, is because I want to help you get information and resources that you need. So check in and say hey. It also lets me know that you took the time to reach out and listen to the information that we're sharing, and that is so very important to me too, because I understand how absolutely valuable your time is, particularly at this time of the year when we're all struggling to try to get everything done just in time for the holidays and make it perfect for our families. So thank you so much for tuning in. Also, thank you if you're watching on the replay, because just because you didn't have the chance to do it when we were doing it live, the fact that you took the time to listen really matters a lot to me. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Good morning, Pandora. How are you this morning, girl? Congratulations on all your good news too. Super excited for you. That is really wonderful awesomeness at Christmas time. So I'm really excited for you. So I want to take a second. One of the things that we run across all the time and that we hear, and of course, part of the reason that I bring certain messages to you are things that I actually come across, because that tells me that other people are having struggles that are similar. And so I want to share those struggles so that you don't have those struggles, or that you understand better. We talk a lot about who does your closing, what's going on, making choices and all of those types of things. And one of the things I wanted to point out to you is, making the choice about who does your closing is so very important. And I'm not saying this because I want to push one title company or one closer on you as opposed to another, and maybe somebody's given you some references about who you should work with, and that's great. What I do want you to understand is if you're buying a piece of property, real estate, a new home, a condo, a townhouse, anything that is real estate, you have the right to choose who does that closing. Now, somebody may say, well, your real estate agent or your mortgage professional may say, I usually work with this closer or this title company, and I really think you should work with them. And that's perfectly fine. But what I'm asking you to do, because you have the legal right to make this choice, I want you to do a little bit of research on your own. Check out reviews online. We check out reviews for everything in the world. Do you check out reviews for the title company that you're working with? Check out what other people are saying. Maybe not just reviews online, but maybe call that company and ask them some information. Ask them about their licensed closers. Ask them how long they've been licensed. Ask them about the processes that you go through. Look at their website. See how active they are in the community, in resources, in getting you the right information. Do a little bit of research on that company and that person that's going to do your closing. And the reason I say that is because, number one, you have the legal right. But why does it matter that you check that out? Because after everybody goes home and that closing's over with and you have your keys, when someone is contacting you because they may have a financial interest in your property that you didn't even know about, And you have to take care of that. You have to address, how am I going to either pay that person off? How am I going to fight them legally? What is going to happen afterwards? These are the kinds of things that when your closing company does that closing for you and ensures your interest, they are going to be the ones that protect you when it's all said and done. So, hey there. I'm actually sitting in a parking lot, and I think, shoot, I want to make sure I'm not in the way. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm actually sitting in a parking lot right now because I'm playing Santa, running around, doing stuff today. I had to find a little spot where I could pull off and talk to you guys. Sorry about that. So the person that does your closing and that company is going to be the one that protects your ownership. So when everybody's gone, you know, it's just like when Christmas is over and everybody's done unwrapping the gifts and all the kids are playing and everybody, you know, later in the afternoon is all tuckered out and they're taking a nap, and maybe some of the family members have gone on to other activities. So what happens when the toy breaks or the batteries run dead? Somebody's got to be able to take care of that, and you want to make sure that you have all of the things needed to make sure that those things work the rest of the day. Or if the heat goes out or something happens at your house, you want to make sure that you have contacts, you have those resources to make sure that you're protected, and you're protected by somebody or something that is valuable and has a lot of experience. So this is where your title company or your closing comes in. That company, if that company is a good standing, a company that's in the community, the people that are doing the closing are very well experienced. They are licensed. They've been doing it for a long time. They don't have a lot of claims. They take care of those people after closing. That's the person that you want taking care of your closing, not someone else. Maybe the seller is working with an attorney, and so you say, well, gosh, it'll just be easier if I go with the seller's attorney. Is that seller's attorney going to be there to take care of you after the closing if something happens to the ownership after your closing? Whether it's 5 minutes after closing, whether it's 2 weeks after closing, whether it's 2 years after closing, are they still going to be around? And are they going to be ready and able and interested in helping you out? Now, you're going to get an insurance policy at closing that will protect you against any claims against that ownership. So when that person does call you and say, hey, I had a lien against that property and you owe me the money, you can act on that title insurance policy. But if the company who wrote it doesn't have a good backing, then that's not going to be a good protection for you. It may be a policy, but it may not have all the right things in it. It may not have had the right processes taken care of when you did the closing. So don't let someone else make these life-changing decisions for you, because after that closing, when everybody else has gone home and they're doing their own thing and the sellers are spending money on something new, maybe they're buying an RV and traveling around the world, or maybe they moved to a tropical island, they're not going to be available to you. Maybe the real estate agents have moved on 2 or 3 years from now and you can't get in touch with them. Or maybe the closing company that did your closing, or that attorney, maybe they've retired and moved on. And that title insurance policy, do you have it? Can you get a hold of it? Does it have the right protections in there for you? And are you well taken care of? Don't let someone else say to you, oh, well, you should close here because, you know, it'll just make it easier for everybody. Well, the easiness might be great at the closing, but what happens after closing? So you have to understand that the person who does your closing is the person responsible and the company responsible for protecting you once everybody goes home. And so I want you to make sure that you take the opportunity to take that legal right that you have and do a little research and choose the company that's going to do your closing for you. Don't let someone else take away that opportunity to choose something that's such a major point in the purchase of your real estate. Hopefully that helped you guys a little bit this morning. Hey there, Rhonda. How are you? Phil, thanks so much for tuning in. You're such a great supporter. I want to ask you guys, please share. Please always share our videos. They say sharing is caring. That means you care about the people that you know, because I can't reach those people that you know. And so if you would share that with them, one, I'd really appreciate it. And two, they're going to really appreciate it because they're going to get some information that they didn't know as well. So if you would do that. And then also, if you want to make sure you don't miss any of our episodes, click the follow button, because just like this week, I'm a little off schedule and I'm really sorry about that. But that way you'll never miss an opportunity to make sure that you get information that we're passing on. So hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week. Enjoy the weekend. I know it's not Christmas weekend, but I know we're all scrambling this weekend to get things done before, and I appreciate your time so very much. Hey, John, how are you? What happens to the insurance policy if the title insurance company closes? So if the title, good question, and thanks for asking. I really appreciate that. So title insurance is like homeowners insurance or auto insurance in that the policy is written by a national company that in order for them to be able to do business in the 50 states, and each state requires they go through a pretty involved vetting process. So those policies are written. We write title insurance for 2 national title insurance underwriters, and we are the agents, and then the title insurance company would actually take care of the claim. So the local title company that you closed with, even if they don't exist, the national company that the policy was written on is who's going to step in and take care of that for the homeowner. If that title company goes out of business, that national title insurance company, which has happened over the past 15 years, I think maybe once that I know of, usually they're consolidated with another company, or the state steps in and makes an arrangement with another company to take over those active policies. So typically, as long as you have your policy or your settlement sheet, your settlement statement that showed who you made all the payments to, and now it's called a closing disclosure, will say who that national company is, and then you can contact them if you don't have your policy. Hopefully you have your policy, and that you would get from the local title company. So hopefully that answered your question. Thanks, that was a really great question. And if it didn't, please feel free to message me individually, reach out through this stream. I'll stay in touch on this stream as the day goes on as well, in case there's more questions. So thank you guys so much for your time today. I really appreciate it, as always. Again, go to our website. There's lots of resources there too, www.foote, F-O-O-T-E, titlegroup.com. And I'm Connie Fuchsa with Foote Title Group. Hope you guys have an awesome day. At Foote Title Group, we work hard to protect your home ownership, so we want to make sure you never have a problem with that. John, you have a great day too. I'm glad that answered your question. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.